So someone asked, how can I love myself? Walk to the mirror, look yourself dead in the eyes, and tell yourself, I love you. Say that to yourself. If you cannot look in the mirror and tell yourself that I love you to yourself, you have a problem. Okay? And I know that it is hard to do so if you truly don't love yourself, because I have been there. The first time I did this, I couldn't even utter the word I, and I burst out crying, and I just couldn't even look myself in the mirror. Actually, majority of my life, I couldn't even look in a mirror without crying because I hated myself. How do you change this? Force yourself to look at yourself. Say you love you. And all the things that you have to be grateful for. This is your human body, your meat suit. You are so lucky to be alive and be able to walk and smile and express yourself and do things. Like, we're so freaking grateful to have a body. And this is like the number one thing this is the most important thing in life. If you don't love yourself, how is anyone else, the world included, going to love you? How do you expect anyone to give you anything when you can't give yourself anything? You need to show up for you because no one else is going to do it for you. You need to tell yourself how lovable you are, how amazing you are, how fucking deserving and worthy you are of getting whatever the fuck you want in life. You need to be that person to look yourself in the mirror, tell the ego mind to go F itself, and that you are lovable. You are loved. You are love. Our consciousness essence, our energy is of pure love. So how could you not love yourself when you're literally, your very being is love? We are love. No one can force you to do these things for yourself. No one can force you to go look at yourself in the mirror and make you say, I love you. But this is the most important thing. And yes, it's hard. It's hard, but just do it. Let yourself cry. Who cares if you're looking at yourself in the mirror saying I love you and crying? If you're crying, it's because you needed to hear that. For years, like majority, at least 22 years, maybe 23, 24 years of my life, I could not even look at a mirror and say something nice to myself. I know how hard it is. But once you make that first step outside of your comfort zone, face the fear of looking silly, even though no one is there to judge you when you're in the bathroom by yourself. When you step outside of that comfort zone, or, oh, that makes me feel awkward or uncomfortable, you are breaking through these old patterns and becoming a new version of yourself. So that's basically the mirror technique, is going to the mirror, looking at yourself and talking to yourself as if you're talking to a younger version of you, or like the kid version of you. Would you tell yourself, a little child, that they're ugly and worthless? No. And if you would, you're a terrible human being. I don't think anyone on my channel would be saying evil things to a child. So this is like a great way to help you break through that mental barrier of like being silly, talking to yourself in the mirror. Look in the mirror and picture you're a child. But it's not you. Just picture a little child, but it's actually you. It's like your inner child that you're talking to. And tell them how worthy and capable and loved that they are no matter what. Picture a little child in dire need of hearing this love and having an uplifting conversation with them. What would you say to the younger version of you? If you could go back in time and speak to the younger version of you. Maybe you didn't have parents around to have a healthy family dynamic. Would you go back and tell them that they're going to be okay no matter what? And that you're always there watching over them in spirit, and that they can actually have anything that they want in life, and that they're so, so worthy of love and having a wonderful life no matter what is going on in their life? What kind of things would you tell them that? And embody this. Let yourself cry. And this is actually kind of helping you to release past things as well. And when you're doing techniques like this, sometimes memories from the past, hurtful memories, can come up. But just remind yourself that it's not real anymore. This is just a memory. It's in your head. It's not happening anymore. You're safe. Here and now, you're safe. You're just looking at something that happened at a different time and space. And it's like a dream, an imagination. What if it wasn't even real and it was just a dream? So pull yourself out of the feeling, because it's not real. It's not happening. The only thing that's real is right now. So when you pull yourself out and look at it like you're talking to the person that is experiencing it, it's not you anymore. This is just a person. and tell them that they are okay, they are safe, they are loved. It's gonna be okay. And release it. You gotta let it go. You can't keep holding on to this stuff and making excuses of why you aren't lovable, why you can't have a great relationship, why you don't have the job of your dreams, why no one likes you, why you're always gonna be worthless and unlovable and broke because all of these things happened. No, you need to let go of that victim mindset. Truly, it is a victim mindset. When you are not empowering yourself and you are just being in the victim mindset of all of these things are happening to me, poor me, even as hard as the situation may be, that is a victim mindset and you need to get out of it. You have the power to do it, but no one can help you. No one can force you to change who you are except you. No one can force you to look at yourself and let go of the past and send healing and love and forgiveness and just take the growth and the lesson from it. No one can do that except you. It cut out because I'm using the Instagram Reels thing. But step one of how do I love myself? Tell yourself that you love yourself. You're your number one. You are always going to be there for you. And even if no one else is, you got your back. It's true. You have your own back. You are always going to have your own back. Okay? You do not need to be codependent on anyone. You're an independent boss-ass king, queen. Trying not to swear, but I was getting into it. Seriously. Learn to love yourself. You don't even need to learn. Tell yourself you love yourself. Affirm it every day. I fucking love myself. I'm amazing. I am amazing. I'm fucking worthy. I am the best person in the world. I'm the most lovable person in the world. Tell yourself, go look in the mirror. Tell yourself how hot you look today because you look amazing. Also need to add, when you are constantly repeating something, this is reprogramming your mind from a science point of view. This is also shifting the state, putting you on the right frequency to the new version of you that you want to be. It doesn't matter if you believe it. When you keep repeating something over and over and over, that is what your reality is going to be. Whether or not it's from the science perspective of reprogramming your mind, because that is scientifically proven that's what you do to reprogram your mind. Repetition, 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 repetition. The law of assumption and law of attraction. The universal fundamentals. When you repeat something over and over, whether it's an emotion or an affirmation or a situation that you're replaying in your mind, if you keep doing it, it is going to output. Okay? Doesn't matter if you believe in it or not, it is going to happen. So just keep saying it. And when you repeat something over and over and over again, people in your reality start showing you that as well. It's not that you feel like an amazing person, you feel happy and love, you actually start seeing it. So more and more people are going to start telling you, I love you, you look amazing. People will parrot your affirmations or your inner conversation or the person that you assume yourself to be. People reflect that back to you. For example, I did one the other day, like, I'm such an angel. And I just kept saying that just as a test. And 5 people within 2 days called me an angel. Oh, you have such a baby angel face. I've never heard that before, but I just started doing that affirmation over and over again. People reflect your beliefs. Okay? So when you start telling yourself, I love myself, I look hot as fuck, I'm amazing, whatever I want to be, I'm in an amazing relationship, people reflect it back to you. Your world gets better. Take control. I love you guys. Bye.